You know, the reason I love Serum and Serum 2 is because of its really unique filters and filter types, and luckily this synth contains a lot of them, and this is why I constantly keep searching for new filters, whatever it is, a synth or a separate VST, and this is why I'm very happy to talk about the Polyverse Music Filterverse. That is an awesome VST. So I set up this bass sound that contains two layers, the main synth and this very unique noise. If you want to know how I made this bass sound, there is an exclusive video on my Patreon where you can download this whole sound to this project. But before I start talking about Filterverse, let me tell you that I love to put filters before distortions. As you can see, I already placed it here, simply because when we start distorting and compressing, you always can come up with very unique and very cool overtones that your bass sound will be very thankful for. So let's open Filterverse, and as you can see, we can choose from 3 different filter instances, and here you can set up the routings of them. We have the regular cutoff and the resonance, and also we have a few other things to set up here. For every different filter types we have different extra settings here. Also the drive per instance, so all of them have different knob for it, but I always like to start with browsing through the presets first. There is a global drive knob here, where we can just add the extra filters on top of the original sound. That is a good thing, honestly. This vowel filter type is really cool. I love them on neural basses. Oh, this one is good. That again contains the vowel one, and the decimate is really cool. It is based on bit crusher and sample and hold stuff, but it can do a lot more, honestly. This Cyber Dog sounds really cool too. The space acts like reverb. Deep phaser sounds really cool too. The coil sphere sounds almost like a very twisted kind of chorus effect. Also with the flanger and the bread and butter, you can go crazy. And a really cool feature here is that you can add modulators. So here we have this random stuff and the sequencer. Let me make it a little slower. How cool is this? Now what I love to do is resample this, so just hit record and just drop in, for example, a sampler like this, set the root note, and you can go crazy with this. But let's go further and use the Cosmic Singer. Let's deactivate the space and play with the vowel. Maybe go with a little more on the bandpass filter shape of the filter. And maybe pull back the drive because you don't want to kill the sub completely. So without Filterverse, it's cool, but with Filterverse, I love this sound, honestly. Let's resample it. Okay, again, let's drop this here, and I like to set up some loop with some crossfade, and of course the root note, and with a little pitch bend and stuff. I love its sound. So we can go forward finding different settings here. This can be good for jump up. But you know what? Let's find a different filter type rather than the vowel only. Now it is important to mention that the 10-pitch filter type acts like a modulated delay, almost a chorus effect, that adds a little bit of chaos to the sound that I love, honestly. So I want to keep it, but just go with a different one here on the first instance. For example, let's try the ripples. Let's go with the high pass filter mode a little bit more. So with that we are maintaining the low end. A crazy phaser. Now my other favorite is the coils. I don't know what it does, but it's crazy. The barber pole is a very awesome tool, especially again for newer basses, because it sounds like a ring modulator. You can add some crazy mid and mid-low presence to it. Yeah, so it sounds cool, but I want to modulate it. So if you click here, you can choose from the modulators that you already turned on, and the sequence 4 is a little too drastic. So let me pull back the rate. I'm trying to match the wobbleness coming from the synth with Filterverse. I think it sounds cool now. Awesome, how awesome it is. Right, so again, drop it here, set the root note with a loop, with some crossfade. So I set up this notch filter that probably won't need. Eee, how bad it is. Yeah, so as you can see, you can do a lot in Filterverse, and Polyverse Music guys just prepared an awesome Black Friday sale that you don't want to miss. Go to the links under the description. See you guys next time. Peace.